On a scale of
boy.
1 to 10, how happy are you? Look at it. Look at the smile. Look at the smile. Look at him. He's all. He can't contain himself. He looks like a kid on the first day of school.
Like I said, yeah, I'm back, so I'm not gonna
I wasn't
lie,
even
I'm
done
back.
with the question. He was like,
no, because I was trying not to laugh.
So he said, that nigga.
what's going on, people? 10's Hip Hop Unfiltered, best podcast in San Antonio, 210, man. We back. We got my boy D Drew back from the off season, about to put up J.Cole numbers, 3 points, 2 assists, no boards, 9 turnovers. And then the one and only Henny God, man. How y'all feeling out there, bro?
Good.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Stronger than excuses, my nigga. This the blue shirt I was talking about. Since the niggas was talking about my skin color and shit with the black.
Okay, so yeah, we got a little variation today.
You know
a little contrast, the white against black. So we're doing much better. D Drew, I would say you're looking well, but you know, I'd be lying if I said that. However, we got a lot to get to today in a short period of time. So let's get right into it, y'all. A lot of music dropped this last Friday. A lot of music's dropped in the last couple of weeks, honestly. So let's just kind of freestyle here. What was y'all's favorite drop from let's just say the last week?
And go.
So the last week, Kendrick gonna laugh. I was like 42 Doug. For y'all who don't know, he's a rapper out of Detroit. Well known for featuring with Lil Baby, We Paid. But his album dropped this week.
Also
exactly.
3 feet tall.
I was about to say,
I believe the 4-2 stands for 4-2.
Yeah, that boy, that nigga like 4'8", 4'11". But yeah, he's little. He has a distinguished type of rapping voice. Yeah, he does have a whistle on every track. That's his little thing.
Can't whistle either.
He would give you the fucking hands.
We'll see. Yeah, but
you guys didn't say we'll see.
We'll see. No, because I thought you were trying to. Because Kendrick was talking shit about that nigga. Because what happened this last week?
Yeah.
Get to
it didn't happen last
nigga.
week.
Do you like it or not?
I like that. I like the album. He got a Future on there, Lil Durk, Roddy Ricch, Fabio Foreign on that bitch. I liked it, but I mean, it's only for Fabio. I think if you just looking for straight trap, that's all it was the whole time. It wasn't nothing else.
Is it an album you'll be listening to in 2 months from now?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll be listening. I will because I will because it's something I like. And if you pay, it's called what is it? Freedom Boys. And since it's called Freedom Boys, he got like all his homies that are in jail as the album cover.
Sound like that nigga was saying Freedom Boys. We're here for freedom.
Freedom
Boys.
No, but
for any of our white listeners, them DEM.
Dem
Boys.
Yeah, but to me, that was kind of surprising though, because I didn't know what to expect, because I've only heard him on features and stuff. So, but I liked it though. So,
okay, Cam, what was your favorite drop from last week?
Big brr. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around me see red. Hey, deluxe nigga. My boy Shiesty didn't drop that spring deluxe. You know what I'm saying? Right on time, because we was off for a minute, so he didn't drop something, so I got to talk about his album. But yeah. I'm fucking with it. I'm definitely gonna be bumping that in the summer still.
Who's that?
Maybe 1 or 2 tracks I ain't fuck with. You said what track's my favorite? You didn't hear me say everybody see red? Everybody around me see red?
Shut
nigga, you hit up with a bullet in your head? No.
Shut. I hate this nigga.
That whole Murder School, Back in Blood, of course. Everybody know that one.
Oh yeah, of course. Everybody know Back in Blood.
Back in Blood. He redoing the G Herbo one because niggas didn't really like how that came out as far as production. They said them. The production behind it was kind of so they supposed to be doing that shit over. Murder School, that whole hit, like all the beats on this song was fire though. I ain't gonna cap. Even the song I didn't like, beats was hitting like.
I can only imagine, yeah.
Then Pooh and you know what I'm saying, I can give him a little more credit. Him and Kodak and squashed to the little mini beat they had. That was all Gucci though. I'm sure Gucci was behind that. But yeah, I'm definitely fucking with the deluxe. So that's my shit right now.
Yeah.
Neighbors is fire also.
Bro, they got a video too, nigga. I've been watching video forever.
Yeah, that
The
video's
white
been
folks
out.
Bet you
in it.
have, because there was a white girl in it. Like, let me not get started on that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I wasn't too hot on the music this last week. Like, obviously, I did like Shiesty Season, but then, you know, I'm kind of weird on the deluxe. Sometimes I don't count that as a new drop.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like Famous Dex, nigga. Like, that's a slow beat. Rich Juan Pablo, Young and May. I mean, that's just a slow ass week.
I'm out there yet.
And I personally, the only one that really even I fucked with a little bit. Other than obviously Shiesty Season originally when it came back out a couple months back. I did like the Benny the Butcher, but it wasn't really a Benny album. It was Benny and 38 Special. So you had a lot of like joint tracks, and basically Benny the Butcher was pretty light on there. I'm kind of hoping he kind of chills out on the releases and he gives some of his other work a little bit more time to breathe. But you know, any of the fans of the bars. Yeah, any of the fans of the bars out there, I would definitely say check out Trust the Sopranos. That's Benny the Butcher, 38 Special. It's on some East Coast shit, but definitely a solid little tape. Nothing to really, you know, bump months from now, but it's definitely a solid tape, and the bars are there. A couple standout tracks, Price of Fame, Tokyo Drift. And that was really kind of it on the music tip. It was a slow week, like I said, especially, you know, coming off of the J.Cole release the week before. We had a Young Money track, lots going on. So today I figured, you know, since we were a little bit slower on the music, we would get to some of the stuff in the culture, because, you know, this show is definitely all about the culture as well. We saw last week, we kind of joked about the prospect of Bow Wow and Romeo doing a versus battle, which I think most of us kind of agreed. Bow Wow, people, he's you know, he's the butt of a joke a lot of times.
19 to 1 right there.
Come on now. Yeah, I don't think Romeo has 20 songs.
All he had was that ICDC college.
And that ABC.
Stop it.
ICDCU college. That's the only song they said that nigga would have beat him with. Lost the rest.
So I mean, we definitely kind of knew that wasn't gonna happen, but we ended up getting Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy. So let's Draco. Get some thoughts on that. How do we see this versus playing out? Do we think it's a landslide in in either artist's favor? Damo, holla at me, man. What you think about this Bow Wow and Soulja Boy versus?
I don't think it's gonna be a landslide either way. It's almost a preference in this, because I think they're both like decent artists, but obviously for me, Soulja Boy, because I like more upbeat, more party type thing. Yeah, boy, stop! You already know how I am. I was hoping you already know how I am, and it's funny because they had beat for like 8 to 10 years. So, and then they had collaborations together.
Bring up that video.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know.
Soulja Boy takes it serious, man. Can somebody bring up Soulja Boy Spotify? If one of y'all has y'all's phone free, bring up Soulja Boy Spotify. I got Bow Wow pulled up right here, just so we can kind of go down the list and just.
Let's see if Kendrick can, because I can't.
I really think it's gonna be a landslide, and I think.
Do you think Bow Wow's gonna?
Yeah, man. I think that because we've all grown with Bow Wow.
Big Draco.
I think that, and actually, shit, we grew with Soulja Boy too. It's just Bow Wow. We kind of forget
Soulja got
that nigga was putting out hits when we were in elementary.
Oh, he was. They called that nigga Mr. 106 in Park.
But I mean,
he started hosting 106 in Park.
Let's do this though.
What part are you looking at on your Spotify?
I'm just looking at the popular. I'm looking at, you know, what does Soulja Boy have? Okay, because we know what Soulja Boy's heavy is.
He just got. Yeah, I was about to say he just got cranked.
But he has more than that. He has more than that.
I mean, those are the top.
He has a couple features. So
let's
go through it.
Gucci bandana.
He has a. What's the other
one?
I like. Hey, no, hold on. His to me, his number one banger is Not Crank That.
Me too. That's what I don't.
To me, it's
not my favorite.
And I mean, not even necessarily favorite. I think that's what I was gonna say. Kiss Me Through the Phone. To me, that's his atomic bomb. Yeah. You know he's gonna be talking about how he
going hammer.
How he avoided FaceTime and shit. Kiss Me Through the Phone. I think that's his tucked off, you know, secret little shit right there. Yeah. But I mean,
watch me crank that bird walk.
To me, Bow Wow has like 5 songs that could be Kiss Me Through the Phone. Think about it. Like You featuring Sierra, Shorty Like Mine, that was during our high school. Well, shit, I'm giving our age away, but that was like freshman year. Let Me Hold You featuring Omarion. Out of My System.
Let me hold you down.
Ain't Thinking About You. And then we're not right now. I'm talking about.
I just
like,
want to know how many
Bow
tracks
Wow.
are they gonna do though too. That's really what's gonna be like.
Because they're not
kicker. Like, are they gonna do? Are they gonna stop at like 12 or like 10
I think
20,
Soulja Boy could get.
Or 15,
what's that new song that
like,
Soulja Boy has out right now? Is he gonna play that shit?
She Make It Clap.
TikTok,
Yeah, he
right?
definitely
Yeah.
gonna. He definitely.
But
gonna
is that new?
Yeah. Number one on the Billboard. Fuck, nigga.
Well, I know that, but I didn't know it was new because you know how TikTok is.
Number
TikTok
one on the Billboard.
It's because TikTok got that hoe doing that shit.
I think Soulja Boy's also.
And then I got Pretty Boy Swag too.
You say you think he's on crack?
Yeah, you saw his face, the nigga sunken in and shit. He looks crazy. But I really do think it's gonna be a landslide with Bow Wow, man. Like, to me, it's not even a contest when we really think about just the longevity of the music. I do think Soulja Boy will maybe win a round or two. It's just, I think.
Damn, just one out of what, 20? I
just think that even Soulja Boy's strongest, if Bow Wow plays one of his strongest, it's like
that's a rap, huh?
It's a Rizap, and I think that they should have.
That was that crack that done made more than all your top hits.
He wildin', but if we're going up the quality of it, I'm like, man, Draco might have to go ahead and sit his ass down. Who do you guys think would have been a better, or I guess a more even match? Y'all think that's an even match? I'm saying I think that there's other better matches for Bow Wow out there.
Who would you? Oh man,
I don't know actually. As far as like time frame matchups, because
Bow was a legacy artist
like
too.
Throwbacks, yeah. Because they were both. They were both. Even though they had their little beef, they was both still popping around that time with the songs. Even though they're different styles at the same time, both of them niggas were.
Yeah, and they did collabs. They had a collab mixtape twice.
Nah, but you know who I think would have been a better matchup? Omarion. I think Omarion.
Boy, stop it, because I was about to say that. I was about to say Omarion because that was the same time. Then he made.
They kind of both grew from young artists to like adult before their careers kind of.
I don't think it'd be fair with the features Omarion got to get though in his adult. Like when he starts peaking,
but he still didn't have the. I still say the height of his career was when we were like high school.
That nigga need a more. That nigga need a more Marcus Houston in circles.
Marcus Houston can't compete. I don't think he has enough hits.
Oh yeah, I'm saying for a dub for Bow Wow.
Yeah,
that's what. Yeah,
yeah. I think Omarion would be close with Bow Wow. I mean, whoever got to play the joint with him and Bow would probably be interesting.
Then them niggas gonna be wild. Oh yeah, them start playing these B2K songs. And Omarion
start. People don't give Bow Wow the credit for it. Yeah, that's another thing. The B2K lane. One of the things people don't give Bow Wow a lot of credit for though is he was in that wave of the Ja Rule, where Ja Rule was getting a lot of the crossover joints with Ashanti, J.Lo, and shit like that. Bow was right in the middle of that because he had the joint with Sierra, he had a joint with Chris Brown, Omarion. Yep. He had the R&B crossover. Forget about
Lil Bow Wow, like T-Pain. Not Bow Wow, Lil Bow Wow.
So I mean, I think there's a lot of other artists that would have matched up just stylistically a little bit better. But I mean, we'll keep it locked. Stay tuned and see what's going on with this versus. Do y'all know when that's supposed to take place?
They still haven't said
like a month. Yet. They said like a month.
Yeah. I was still looking.
That's what they're saying. No date, but.
Yeah. Definitely not at the top of the list.
About a month out
for verses that I would have wanted to see, but you know, hey,
like I said, not the top one I wanted to see, but all right, I'll go ahead and take it.
It's gonna be funny about the shit talking though, back and forth. Cause they cool, but they still going down.
Try to roast each other on media. Full of himself, like. I mean, well,
don't play around. Come with your tracks now, yeah. Because you can't let Soulja Boy. You know you're not gonna hear the end of it because he already talking. You're not gonna hear the end of it if this nigga go out on the verses and smoke this nigga somehow.
Either way, it's good promo for both artists. I'm sure the streams will be going through the roof. And you know, as much as I clown Soulja Boy, he did have a place in our upbringing and shit like that. And so everybody was bumping that remember those songs. It's just, you know.
Oh yeah, he was one of the first niggas who had ringtones, right?
I got me some bass. $1 million for ringtones.
His songs took off at the same time ringtones were popular. He tries to homogenize it and say like ringtones got popping because of him, but he just happened to get extremely popular and then ringtones were taking off at the same time. And
yep, that's when
he was out of
ringtones
there.
was hitting. That shit was perfect timing.
That's so ghetto. Ringtones, nigga. We used to be paying
Ringtones, buying that shit
for ringtones. Now
Well,
you
and
can
my
chop
first
that shit up.
ringtone was
niggas used to hear
"Spit
niggas
your
phones
game,
and be
talk
like,
your
"Oh,
shit."
this nigga ain't got no ringtone, broke ass nigga."
Yeah,
like,
ring. Hey, Damo thought he was cold because he had a ring back tone.
Stop it! You
That boy
stupid.
had the
I ain't gonna answer
cricket
again.
on his hip.
This nigga was not asking to fall on purpose, so niggas could hear that hoe.
That boy had the
It's
cricket
been
on
10
his hip.
seconds. Yeah, what up, man?
And what were we paying for those cricket phones? We were paying like what, like $1.50, and you thought it was and shit less than that. Sometimes they had a $70 phone.
Get them hoes. Flash.
Yeah, I think the most.
Nigga,
I think the most was the $300 one. And since I worked at Sonic, I thought I was bad, and I tried to get that one, and it wasn't nothing but a regular flip phone, nigga.
Now a $300 phone ain't gonna get you far. Ain't
Nope.
that a goddamn shame.
Exactly.
But either way, man, it's gonna be exciting. We'll see what's going on. It'll definitely be nostalgic to just kind of take a look back.
Just to see.
One of the bigger things that's popped up on the radar here over the last couple of weeks, man, Kwame Brown's been going at everybody. So I'm pretty sure most of our listeners probably are up to speed to at least a pretty decent extent. It's been pretty inescapable as far as just seeing Kwame Brown's antics.
You haven't seen him.
He's on everybody's head right now.
Are you sleeping in a coffin or something? Why would you let that man sit across from you, knowing what he did to that woman? That's a goddamn shame. Why would this company keep this son bitch on? Why is he still on a national radio show? I thought it was Love All Women. Or am I absolutely right that it's pick-me's? And then if it's the motherfucker you go eat lunch with, or if it's the motherfucker you follow on Instagram that you like.
Of course, the most recent he went on a complete atomic bomb tirade was against Charlemagne the God, where I feel like it was somewhat warranted because Charlemagne brought up his family's history, and tried to compare it to, and he was kind of on Kwame's side as far as saying like y'all leave him alone, but he was definitely putting some implications in there that
and information that everybody didn't even need to know.
He went back, he went back on the show and apologized about it.
He did, shit. And so just based on that, what do we think about the Kwame situation as far as him being as vocal as he has been over the last 2 weeks, and just kind of clapping back at every single person that he feels has slighted him?
Well, I mean, we all know it started on All the Smoke, the podcast with Steven Jackson.
Way before that, though.
And Matt Barnes. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. But I mean, that was the most recent. And so to me, obviously, I'm like, defend yourself, Kwame. But I'm like, nigga, you haven't heard what niggas were saying before that? Like, is that the first time you ever heard like niggas talk bad about you?
The tagline, Kwame Brown.
Yeah, and so I don't know like what sparked it or if somebody just showed it to him. Obviously, defend yourself, but I never like when people get like super personal. How he was getting with Steven Jackson and telling him he got like fake teeth and he be paying for hoes. Yep, be paying for girls, and then he's calling Matt Barnes Becky with the good hair. And I was just like,
that was funny,
like. Yeah, it was funny, but I'm just like, man, I'm just not that type of person to be getting personal like that. I can see how he feels a type of way, but man, like chill out a little bit. Matt Barnes said he went to his DM and tried to like talk to him real quick, and he just ignored that shit. So
that's why that nigga said you can come on the show.
Yeah,
we can box during or after.
Whatever you want to do. But Gilbert Arenas, he hushed up. I was looking.
Yeah, Gilbert already said
he said I see jokes. He said, but also he said he's seen that nigga that Kwame and his brother, fight 24 guards, nigga, and knock him out.
It took like 20 niggas like to get these niggas to stop.
Yeah, he said that niggas like Holyfield. So
that's Barnes don't fuck up now.
Exactly.
That's what that nigga said. He is country.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm all about defending yourself, but man, I don't like super personal shots like that though. So
it ain't even the personal shots. You don't wait 15 years later to be petty, nigga. 15 fucking years, nigga. You gonna tell me you got millions and you don't know about social media? You have no outlets. You can't say nothing. The media got you on that much of a blackball list. Like you couldn't just go to your phone and be like, nigga, stop calling me a bum for the shit get real. He could have just said that a long time ago. And then been roasting niggas, been like, okay, y'all thought I was playing. bam, hit these niggas how he hitting them now. But you wait almost 2 decades and talking about niggas are calling me a bum. Nigga, they're right. They're talking about your basketball skills, nigga. You were ass. They're talking about basketball. They're not talking about a bum in life.
And mind you, he was a number one overall pick.
Yes, number one.
Overall.
This nigga, number one, talking about, I've been in the league 12 years. Udonis Haslam still playing, nigga. What does that mean to me? What does that mean to me?
But remember, Jalen Rose defended him too.
Hey, but not to mention,
you can't be a bum He said you can't be a bum if you're in the NBA for 10 years.
Yeah, you can, nigga. Because we're gonna compare you to the other NBA players, and you're a number one pick. You're a bum compared to the NBA. Nigga.
The main thing to keep in mind: these are other hoopers that are critiquing him too. So it's not like just us out here talking shit about him. And
Jordan
we ain't played in the NBA.
This nigga.
It was Matt Barnes who was,
then he came over to LA
around 12 years,
and I got to watch that nigga stink.
Time. These are guys who played in the league. So, I mean, I think what Dom said was true as far as he did. So I think that, like, he's had a weird approach to a lot of it. And I think that he's come at some people with the appropriate aggressiveness, but then others, he didn't keep it strictly basketball. And I think sometimes when you don't have a leg to stand on basketball-wise, you don't have no other choice but to make it personal. Like you said, it was jokes. I went and watched the podcast after a few weeks ago. And, I like all the smoke.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anything that was that crazy. Like Gilbert Arenas was just kind of really sticking to basketball. It was not
that crazy. That's what I'm saying.
He said the nigga was scared to get the ball.
Stephen A. Smith went on this nigga, and he tried to act like that was what ticked it off.
Yeah,
that nigga said, you got small hands. You can't post. You have no post moves. You're a bum. You average 2 points a game right now. That nigga with Stephen A. went in. That nigga tried to act like all the smoke shit is what ticked it off.
Yeah,
because it literally seems like the nigga just got social media by the way he's acting. It literally seems like he just got social media.
If that's the case, that's just sad, dog.
I mean, the main thing also to remember is the only thing I didn't like with Charlamagne, Kwame has not said anything violent toward anybody, though. He hasn't really gotten.
He told the niggas to go to Seattle.
He
at least said it's legal over there.
Yeah, he's playing the realm of like he's not really trying to take it there. I don't know, man. I think you definitely should be able to defend yourself. The Charlamagne, I mean, he went really far. All I'm gonna say is he's got to watch it coming up because if he has any skeletons in that closet, everything is fair game.
Exactly. I was about to say, yeah. Once you go to somebody personally, they're gonna bam. Oh, you open the door.
He's like, you got the attention you wanted. He's like, now be careful. He's like, you think it's funny now? He's like, them motherfuckers out there don't love you. They just like because it's funny what you saying right now. He's like, them media niggas don't love you, nigga. They fucking with you for the clout. Like, as soon as some shit pop up on you, they gonna be right on your ass again.
Who said that?
Matt Barnes. He was telling him, he's like, you think shit's sweet? He's like, we trying to be serious. He was like, we invite you on the show. You can say whatever the fuck you want. He's like, you gonna let these other media outlets use you just for a little quick story and then they're gonna be done.
Well, I'll say this: if he does this right, though, he could leverage this into some type of platform for himself
100%
on a bigger stage, and I think 100%. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. He has his.
You think so?
Yeah.
He even talked
he's
about.
He's already been using his whole little.
He said the main reason he won't go on all the smoke though is because he's not going to give them better ratings because it will be better ratings for them. He said, I'm not going to feed into letting y'all get, ratings off my name. So it'll be
interesting. I would definitely.
But he tried to act like they're using it for his ratings. Like they ain't top
like
fucking podcast out right now. That's why I was like, okay, bro, that would have worked if they were.
They've been getting A-list talent.
Yeah, I seen one that said 2.1 million views, nigga, when I was about to watch that hub.
Yeah, no, I mean they had Kobe on there.
They already set up.
I was about to say they had Kobe. They set up how they had Kobe. They had Jeannie Buss on there. Nigga.
Gilbert said it on the episode where they was talking about getting a person. He's like, y'all can't take Nick. He's like, that's my best person I got on here. He's like, y'all need to be giving me people. He's like, y'all didn't have AI on here.
You see, Gilbert said that's why he had to go the route of interviewing kids because he's like, y'all got the A-listers. He said we getting C and D listers.
Said, y'all got that shit. I got to go to the kids now.
But it'll be interesting to see what comes to the Kwame situation. We know that he can get a platform and he will be given the opportunity. But the more important thing to me will be to see if he can sustain it once all this dust settles. Well, I just mean once the dust settles, because it's one thing while the clout and the fame and the light and limelight is on you, but will you be able to take a platform to the next level? And he seems like an intelligent dude, so I'll be looking forward to see what the future holds for him. going forward, with his own platform and what he ends up doing with it.
100%.
Last but certainly not least, man. We always try to touch on just an introspective topic or an interesting topic that kind of makes us think a little bit about the state of hip hop. Today's topic is the remix, the modern day remix. Is it as special as it used to be? Because I mean, you can remember a time where when a remix dropped, it was an event. You were sitting by the radio, you were sitting waiting for that video to drop. Is the remix as big today? Why or why not? Let's start with Ken.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say no. Because what we have now, more than anything, instead of remixes, niggas drop deluxes. That's basically our version of remixes now. Usually we're like, okay, can't wait for the remix. The remix is already on the regular album now. Usually it's just not on the album. You just hear it come out later on. Now that shit's in the deluxe. So niggas are just dropping deluxes now, just like taking the whole fire out of being like, oh, I can't wait till niggas get on this remix. It's already on there. Like, niggas are wasting no time with it. So I think it's definitely taken a hit since we were listening to back to the 106 and Park days and shit. Like, niggas were making video remixes and shit. Niggas don't even do that now. Once a video hit, they be like, all right, next song. So,
well, and I guess
pretty trash for me, I'm gonna say.
On the actual like singles. So I think one of the things now why I guess a remix isn't so big, in my opinion, is because it's like kind of like the modern day NBA. These dudes collaborate so much more these days.
Yep, it just seems like it's the same thing.
It's regular shit.
It's just
to
the
see
same thing.
Polo G on a track with Lil Baby and Lil Durk.
Two other niggas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're like, that's a remix. This seems like what y'all did on Lil Baby's album.
The remix has become the expectation a lot of times.
I've seen a remix to a song that already had 4 niggas on. They just added one more nigga. I'm like, nigga, I'm not listening to that song.
Yeah, the remix just seems like an expectation now. It's like, okay, well, yeah, you better be coming with Polo G, Lil TJ, somebody on the goddamn shit to keep me interested in the first place. Also, we have much music as well. It's like I see a remix sometimes, and I'm just like, nah. I'll pass,
nope.
Bro. It has to be something that really catches me. Like, they just released the what's that Track Star remix with like Chris Brown.
Oh yeah,
she's a runner, she's a track star.
I actually like that song a lot, and the remix is pretty nice. I forget who has it. It has Chris Brown.
I forgot too. That one just hit.
It just hit a few days ago.
Yeah.
It's actually real nice, but it's like that wasn't something I was looking for. It just so happened
to come. And also too, a lot of these remixes they consider remixes. Chris they Brown. Do is they remix rap songs to EDM and they call it a remix. That St. John Roses, they remix that into an EDM song, and I'm like, that is not an EDM song, and it made it popular. Because it was
popular before, but it got way more popular.
Yeah, it got way more popular because of that. I'm like, remember remixes back in the day when it was like Young Buck and he made that remix Stump and he had T.I. on there and he had Ludacris on there and they was beefing. And I want to say most of G Unit, but I can't remember. But that was one of the remixes I remember. I was like, okay, this is a real remix. It was just you, and now it's like 4 or 5 niggas on that hoe.
Also, we had the
remix.
That was one of the last huge remixes. Remember, we'd also have like the Jagged Edge Bad Boy crossovers. And I think that was one of the bigger advents of the remix was an R&B crossover with a rap or a rap song, R&B do what you saw less. Exactly. You saw most of the time R&B going into the rap lane.
Into the rap for a remix, yeah. But yeah, for sure. I feel like Kendrick said, like, it's less desirable now. We see a remix and we're like, we've heard you niggas on a song before. So it's not like it's not the same. It's not the same lust for it. I'ma listen to it. But it's not like it used to be to where you're like, wait a minute, who just dropped?
And it gotta be somebody now. It gotta be somebody cold
because people used to try to be by themselves or with their little group, and that's it. Now it's like Lil Baby, Lil Durk, DJ Khaled, like, and they're all.
You seen even J.Cole hopped on that route finally.
They're all threw some
niggas in on his album,
which I'm like not mad at. Like, if you can make a song like that with people, do it, make your money. It's just like on the topic that we're on, like remixes are less desirable because we see more features than
The
I think we ever had
collaboration is
before.
at an all-time high.
Like this remix.
Yeah.
Yeah, the collaboration is at an all-time high. You just, I mean, you hit the nail on the head again.
Though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's just not as big of a waiting moment, anymore, to where you don't have that anticipation any longer. And then also, I think one of the last things I'll say about the remixes too, I think the only way that remixes are super effective these days is when it's like a lesser known song that's just starting to bubble, and then you have to catch the remix at a right time. Because like anybody can say what they want, but before Drake hopped on there, that song was making.
I know what you're talking about.
That's why I said Drake.
What's his name?
I said before
Young
Drake
Blue. But like,
with that,
what it was, before that.
Because we talked about that in one of these episodes. Yeah, I was like,
exactly
this nigga just hopped up on there.
The Mooski Trackstar joint was big, and it seemed like he just remixed that just for the fun to have everybody on that joint. So you rarely see it that way, but a lot of times, it's a streaming game now. Let's go ahead and get into our current rotations and our final thoughts. Damo, what do you got for your current rotation right now?
All right, current rotation. I get Hellcats and Trackhawks, Lil Durk, Shottas, Moneybagg Yo, Every Chance I Get with Lil Baby, Lil Durk, DJ Khaled. This is the one with Lil Yachty and a couple other people. It's on his new album. And then song Skittles with Lil Baby and a dude named Crazy, but he used to go by a different name. I'm trying to remember what it was, but those are my 5 in rotation right there.
Okay. I like it.
The Fortnite.
Yeah, what you got in that current rotation right now?
I got that boy Trippy, Mr. Rage, featuring Playboy.
This boy always got Trippy ready, that bitch.
I mean, I didn't last week, but it's cool. I had to throw that nigga in there.
He missed the episode.
Yeah, I had all Kodak.
First off, I watched it.
I had all Kodak last week. It's cool though. Then I'm gonna go with my boy YNJ. That beatbox freestyle. Since we was on that subject,
of course.
What else I got? I got Pooh Shicey's Neighbors. Pooh Shicey Red. Been on that tough. I ain't gonna lie. Even though it was on the original, I still fucking with it. And another song that I don't think nobody been fucking with yet. Where's that hoe at? Who is it? Kodak? Yep. Kodak again, since that nigga just dropped the video for that hoe, Dirty K. And that's gonna be my 5.
Nothing but nigga shit. Yeah.
Of course.
Solid. So I got a couple more A songs on there. I've been fucking with his album Street Sermons really heavy. I got 2 joints off that. Facade. That's my shit right now.
Okay.
Boy, open up with that. What'd he say? Something about I give it to God, but I ride around with the rod. I'm like, okay. He got the bar from me, and he's very soulful. Nothing Now. That's another Moray joint off that same album, Street Sermons. I got the Trackstar remix featuring Chris Brown, A Boogie. That's a joint right there, man.
TikTok be helping a lot of these.
Hey, Boogie with the hoodie.
TikTok, come on, man. It's launching shit.
Yeah.
C and Green, Nicki Minaj, Drake, Lil Wayne. That's the rotation.
Yeah.
And then I had to go ahead and show some love to the Migos with that single off Culture 3, Straightening.
Straightening.
Yep. I got that.
Why I know somebody was gonna pick that is why I didn't say that hoe.
I know. I tried. Me too, cause that's on top of my list. I'll be listening to that hoe when I wake up.
Now you seen that TikTok I posted? Oh, Auntie was getting that hoe.
I missed it. God dang it.
Bar for bar, she ate that hoe.
Straightening.
That shit was funny.
That was a bop. It has that Culture 1 feel to it. So
100%. And people were anticipating Culture 3, but I remember Lorenzo said he's not here for it though.
Well, I want to see a little bit more, but because Culture 2 was so trash, but we'll be getting Culture 3 pretty early in June, so we'll be seeing what's going on. Not to mention, we also got the upcoming Lil Durk and Lil Baby album coming out.
Man, are they collabing?
June 4th, I believe. I think
it's
a Lil Durk and Lil Baby album.
Yeah, I know. Okay, just you know what I meant. Yeah,
Drake
even though I had 2 Lil Durk's features in this bitch, I really don't like Lil Durk like that though.
Lil Durk go hard.
Here we go.
But anyway, T Grizzly.
Yeah,
album
we
was
just
nice
not
too.
gonna
That
even
nigga
put some
was on that
respect
whole
on the boy's
sliding.
name.
He was sliding on Grizzly album too.
Put some respect on his name. All right, y'all. Final thoughts. Damo, what you got for us?
Hey y'all, thanks for watching. Watch next week. I mean, greatest podcast coming out now. Make sure you follow all of us on Instagram. Make sure you follow the 10's Hip Hop Instagram page so you can get all the new information about what the next podcast is going to be about, and you get to put in, hey, what a little bit of information that we have on this podcast. You get some input on it too. So, but that's it.
Nice. Ken, what you got for us?
Yeah, go ahead, follow, like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, to all the channels. They gonna be in the links and shit, you know what I'm saying, in the description. Second of all, we not listening to shit y'all suggest. So I don't know what that nigga was no. Second of all, again, t-shirt, you know what I'm saying? My boy Will Lee, more merch, you know what I'm saying? Stronger than excuses. Whenever you feeling like shit, don't make that excuse, nigga. Be stronger than it. Nigga, push that shit out, nigga. Take more dumps. You fat? Take more dumps. Walk. Eat an apple, nigga. Do something.
I hate this nigga.
Get up out the fucking house, nigga. This is motivation. Pick up your shit. Pick your fat legs up. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. But anyways, I ain't got shit.
Just kidding.
Same here, man. Appreciate the support. Definitely subscribe if you get a chance to. Like, just so we can get on that YouTube algorithm, and then get in the comments. Tell us what you want to hear on the pod, any subjects you want to hear. I mean, ruthless criticism of Dominique is always encouraged as well.
It's always encouraged.
So definitely don't pull no punches on that. I would just say
swing better.
If you want those good vibes this week, that Moray album, man, Street Sermons, I mentioned it a couple times. That's what's getting me through these days right now. That's what's just creating some good vibes, man. You can tell the dude radiating.
Yeah, because that nigga Murray, he's stronger than excuses. That's what that nigga is. You know he's stronger than excuses.
Sometimes you need a little bit of positivity in your life, just to kind of to get you on. But nonetheless, man, definitely love doing this. Appreciate the time.
Nigga, shut up.
Okay.
And we will be back next week and every other week after that with 210.
Look after we start recording. He think I'm
podcast. See, niggas don't even let you outro.
No, at all.
Peace.